Welcome back to the channel everyone, this is Turbo Cars Pro, and today we're about to dive into something truly special, something that blends raw American heritage with cutting-edge future vision. Imagine a truck that carries the soul of the past but breathes the technology of tomorrow. Close your eyes for a second and picture the legendary Ford F-100, one of the most iconic pickup trucks ever made, reborn for the year 2026. This is not just a redesign, not just a resto mod, but a full reimagination of what a classic truck can become when history, performance, and modern innovation collide. Buckle up, because this is a deep ride, and by the end of this video, you'll feel like you've actually driven this machine through time. The original Ford F-100 wasn't just a truck, it was a symbol. Back in the 1950s and 60s, it represented hard work, freedom, and American grit. Farmers used it, builders trusted it, families depended on it, and hot rodders loved it. It had a simple design, strong bones, and an honest personality. That's exactly why the 2026 reimagined Ford F-100 doesn't try to erase its past. Instead, it respects it in every curve, every line, every mechanical choice. The idea here is simple but powerful. What if Ford decided to bring back the F-100 nameplate, not as a nostalgia toy, but as a serious modern machine with classic DNA? From the very first glance, the 2026 F-100 makes it clear where it comes from. The front fascia instantly reminds you of the old trucks, with a bold, upright grille that echoes the original's boxy confidence. But now, that grille is sculpted from lightweight aluminum and carbon composite, finished in a brushed metallic texture that looks both retro and futuristic. The classic horizontal grille bars are reinterpreted as illuminated LED elements, glowing softly at night with an amber hue as a subtle nod to vintage marker lights. The Ford badge sits proudly in the center, clean and minimal, backlit just enough to feel premium without being flashy. The headlights are where the magic really starts to show. Instead of round sealed beams, the 2026 F-100 uses circular LED projector headlights that maintain the classic shape but deliver modern performance. During the day, a thin LED halo surrounds each headlight, acting as daytime running lights. At night, adaptive lighting technology adjusts the beam pattern based on speed, steering angle, and road conditions. It's a perfect example of old-school design meeting next-gen functionality. Below the headlights, the front bumper is muscular but refined, with integrated air intakes that improve aerodynamics without ruining the truck's upright stance. Moving along the side profile, the reimagined F-100 keeps that unmistakable squared-off silhouette. The hood is long and flat, the cab is tall and proud, and the bed is straight and purposeful. But look closer, and you'll notice the modern touches. The body panels are smoother, with tighter gaps and subtle creases that improve airflow. Flush-mounted door handles sit nearly invisible until you approach the truck, at which point they gently extend outward. The wheel arches are slightly flared, giving the truck a planted, aggressive look, especially when paired with the massive wheels. Speaking of wheels, the 2026 F-100 rides on 20-inch forged alloy wheels as standard, with optional 22-inch performance wheels for those who want an even bolder stance. The wheel design is inspired by classic Steelies, but reworked with modern materials and intricate detailing. Wrapped around them are all-terrain performance tires that balance off-road capability with smooth on-road manners. This truck isn't just for show, it's built to work and play. The bed of the truck is another area where tradition and innovation blend seamlessly. At first glance, it looks like a classic long bed, but it's actually constructed from a high-strength composite material that resists dents, scratches, and corrosion. Integrated LED lighting runs along the bed rails, making nighttime loading effortless. There's also a hidden power outlet system built into the bed, offering standard household power as well as high-output ports for tools, camping gear, or even electric bikes. The tailgate is power-assisted and features a clean-stamped F-100 logo, a quiet tribute to the past. Step inside the cabin, and the transformation becomes even more dramatic. The interior of the 2026 Ford F-100 is where vintage charm meets modern luxury. The dashboard layout is inspired by the original truck, with a wide, horizontal design and a strong emphasis on symmetry. However, instead of simple analog gauges, you're greeted by a fully digital instrument cluster designed to look like classic dials. You can choose different display modes, including one that mimics the original speedometer and gauges from the 1960s, complete with retro fonts and warm lighting. The steering wheel is a masterpiece on its own. It has a thin-rimmed, classic look with brushed metal spokes, but it's packed with modern controls. Touch-sensitive buttons are seamlessly integrated, allowing you to control everything from audio to driver assistance systems without cluttering the design. The wheel is wrapped in premium leather, with optional two-tone finishes that enhance the vintage vibe. At the center of the dashboard sits a large, high-resolution touchscreen, but it's cleverly integrated so it doesn't feel out of place. When the truck is off, the screen blends into the dash, displaying a wood grain or metal finish depending on your interior package. When powered on, it comes to life with Ford's latest infotainment system, offering navigation, wireless smartphone connectivity, voice control, and over-the-air updates. Everything is fast, smooth, and intuitive, designed to feel modern without overwhelming the driver. The seats in the 2026 F-100 are inspired by classic bench seats but redesigned for modern comfort. The standard configuration is a split bench with premium cushioning, heating, ventilation, and power adjustment. Optional bucket seats are available for those who prefer a sportier feel. The upholstery options range from rugged leather with contrast stitching to eco-friendly materials that still feel luxurious. Even the stitching patterns subtly reference classic truck interiors, adding another layer of thoughtful detail. Rear seating depends on the cab configuration, with both regular and extended cab options available. In the extended cab, rear passengers enjoy surprisingly generous legroom, along with their own climate controls and charging ports. Storage is everywhere, from under-seat compartments to hidden cubbies behind the seats, making the truck as practical as it is stylish. Now let's talk about what's under the hood, because this is where the 2026 Ford F-100 really shows its ambition. Ford knows that a truck like this needs options, and it needs power. The base powertrain is a turbocharged V6 engine, delivering strong torque and impressive efficiency. It's tuned to feel responsive and smooth, perfect for daily driving and light towing. But for those who crave something more, Ford offers a hybrid variant that combines the V6 with an electric motor, boosting power while significantly improving fuel economy. And then there's the flagship option, the one that enthusiasts will be talking about. A high-performance V8, engineered with modern emissions technology and cylinder deactivation, delivering thunderous power without sacrificing responsibility. This engine isn't just about numbers, it's about feel. The sound, the response, the way it pulls under load, all tuned to remind you why V8 trucks have such a loyal following. For buyers looking fully toward the future, Ford also introduces an all-electric F-100 variant. This version uses a dual-motor setup, providing instant torque and all-wheel drive capability. The electric F-100 is shockingly quick, capable of accelerating faster than many sports cars while still offering impressive towing capacity. The battery pack is integrated into the chassis to maintain a low center of gravity, improving handling and stability. No matter which powertrain you choose, the 2026 F-100 comes with an advanced suspension system. Adaptive dampers adjust in real time based on driving conditions, load, and terrain. On the highway, the ride is smooth and composed. Off-road, the suspension firms up and increases articulation, allowing the truck to tackle rough trails with confidence. Multiple drive modes let you tailor the truck's behavior, whether you're cruising, hauling, or exploring off the beaten path. Safety is another area where the reimagined F-100 excels. It's equipped with a full suite of driver assistance features, including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and automated emergency braking. There's also a 360-degree camera system that makes maneuvering this large truck surprisingly easy. For towing, advanced trailer assist features help with hitching, backing up, and stability control, making even heavy loads feel manageable. But beyond the specs and features, what truly makes the 2026 Ford F-100 special is its character. This truck isn't trying to be everything to everyone. It knows what it is. It's a celebration of heritage, a love letter to a time when trucks were simple, strong, and honest. At the same time, it acknowledges that drivers today expect comfort, technology, and efficiency. By blending these worlds, the F-100 creates something unique, something emotional. Imagine driving this truck early in the morning, the sun just rising, the LED lights softly glowing. The engine hums confidently as you cruise down an empty road. Inside, you feel surrounded by quality materials and thoughtful design. Outside, people turn their heads, not because the truck is flashy, but because it feels familiar, like an old friend they haven't seen in years, now refreshed and stronger than ever. The 2026 F-100 also speaks to a deeper trend in the automotive world. People are craving authenticity. They want vehicles with stories, with meaning. In a sea of generic designs and anonymous crossovers, a truck like this stands out by embracing its roots. It reminds us why we fell in love with cars and trucks in the first place. For collectors, the F-100 represents a modern classic in the making. For enthusiasts, it's a dream come true. For everyday drivers, it's a practical, capable, and stylish machine that fits into modern life without losing its soul. Ford could have easily slapped an old badge on a modern platform and called it a day, but the reimagined F-100 goes much deeper than that. As we look toward the future, the idea of vehicles like this becomes even more important. Technology will continue to evolve, powertrains will change, and driving itself may look very different in the years ahead. But the emotional connection we have with vehicles, the sense of identity and freedom they provide, that's timeless. The 2026 Ford F-100 understands that, and it embraces it fully. So if this truck ever rolls off the production line, it won't just be another pickup. It will be a statement. A reminder that the past and the future don't have to compete, they can coexist. And when they do, the result can be something truly unforgettable. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the classic Ford F-100 Reimagined for 2026, make sure you stick around here on Turbo Cars Pro, because we're all about bringing you the stories, the concepts, and the machines that ignite passion. This is more than metal and horsepower, this is culture, history, and imagination rolling on four wheels. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.